Ba-ba-dum-bum-bum. Right. Oh, Twitch just wants to work on its own today. Oh, well, that's surprising. Now I've got to refresh my page so I can see my thing. Huzzah. Badu, badu. But yes, hello, people. Welcome, welcome. We have some things to discuss. I've got things planned. I've got things we're going to do. Going to do a short stream. Then we might be doing grip stuff later. I don't know if anyone's going to join us for grip on this. Which, actually, speaking of this, I should probably get my little marker up and jump on ammo handling chat for a minute. So I'm in the chat room in case it comes up. But anyway, yeah, I've got some explaining to do. Because my current situation is a bit different from where I left off. Because I did a teeny little bit of stuff off camera. Which, I guess we'll get to that in a moment. But before that, let us start a proper, shall we? Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Hello everybody, Ginger Shadow here, and welcome back to some more. That time I got reincarnated as a slime with me, looking a bit different from when I was last playing, mostly because I'm wearing terrible armor, and yeah. So basically, last time, I lost my sword. So that was the thing. So I had to get a new sword, so I came here and started working on it. Which, yeah, of course, that was kind of cool. So, I was trying to think of what's the most efficient way to do the whole Enderman thing, and I kept getting comments saying make a grinding thing for the Enderman, so I searched up how to make a grinding thing for the Enderman, and this is one of the ones that popped up, so I tried it, and honestly, it's better just to fly around using Hero Hockey, so I've learned. But, yeah, while I was flying around doing the whole Hero Hockey thing, because look at them all gathering there. As I fly in, they're all waiting for me. It's great. But yeah, basically, as I was doing all that though, yeah, I maxed out my armor, essentially. It turns out your EP gain to armor gain, very big difference. So I don't know what my EP was at the end of the last session, how many souls I had. I think I had like 4,000 souls or something in the last session. I've killed a lot of things, since then, essentially. I gained a bunch of EP, not that much EP, but a bunch by normal standards. And, yeah, with that as a result, my armor got maxed out. So that's cool. Didn't really gain any extra engravings on it though, so I figured, well, hey, since I'm gonna be, you know, doing grinding extra anyway, I might as well just start working on a separate set of armor, because then if I'm lucky, it'll get really cool engravings. And boom ba dum. And I'll be like better. But yeah, so far I didn't go very far, because I very soon after I made that monstrosity behind there over there. Then it's not as efficient as just doing this. I suppose it'd be efficient if you're playing regular Minecraft, where you're like, you know, how to fight the Enderman one by one normally, but when you can fly around and mass kill them like this, a farm's just too slow. I can just go chunk to chunk, killing them all. This is just a far more efficient method, in my opinion. At least I believe it is. But yeah, anyway, blop. As far as armor goes, it's whatever. It's high magic still currently. It's basically just an extra crap set. The sword, on the other hand, is quite interesting because it actually did get stuff. It got magic weapon and holy weapon, which I didn't know those two could stack together. But it turns out those two can stack together. So, yeah, when I hit things, it does a triple whelping of damage. As they hit for my regular damage, my holy damage, and my magic damage. Shawa. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Also, hey, you. Bonk. Is that another one? Oh, there's another one there. Bonk. These guys give out a bunch of EP. Because they're pretty strong. It's great. Where is my dummy? Also, bonk. Oh, there he is. Be gone. Yeah, you thought. Anyway, looked up Divine Fighter. Slime fandom, not mod fandom. It said, you are the counter to spiritual beings. That'd be nice. That were the case. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, anyway. So if I go and use my sword over here. Bonk. I do 250 normal damage, but I also do, yeah, 65 magic and 65 holy. Which, you know, isn't anything insane, but is pretty decent. It's alright. I don't think it's going to really make a difference because it's not. Anyway. Divine Fighter got 5k HP and 300,000 spirit HP. Are we sure about that? Because I feel like it's going to be 31,000 is what I'm going to end up with. That seems far more likely. Since it normally does a 10 times multiplier. But yeah, anyway, I guess I'm just going to keep my high hammer off for now. 30,000, my bad. Yeah, that's what I thought. We do 10 multipliers here. There's no shot that we're going to change it by 100. That'd be insanity. You know, I'd like to try and take a crack at that without doing that. The only problem is I have no real way of getting spiritual defense unless I can only think of one thing. It's if we travel and find the fishing cat. What is this? Oh, it's a starting thing. I was like, what the fuck? What am I looking at here? Yeah, if we travel and find the cat we could fight and it would do spatial damage. And then if we train up, oh no wait, not spatial damage though, that's not spirit. Is there anything that does spirit damage in this? Aside from Hidata? I could possibly train against to gain resistance? It would be nice. I don't think there is. First of all, no one else on like Brawler's on, but Brawler's AFK, Brawler's not at his computer right now. Maybe use Lord Jammy? No. Not using commands to give him higher things and blah blah blah, that'd be cheating. I've gotten this far. I gotta go and break that now. That'd be silly. Are your YouTube uploads staggering? No. The heck does that mean? I upload every day and everything's normal. What the heck are you on about? Did I do? Oh yeah, this Dragon Knuckle also got maxed out. That was a thing too. It has Severance on it as its last big thing, which is cool. Also, I've just got all this iron, all of it. Let's just shove those in there, and it's fine. Just gonna have all this lot. Badu. Something like 10 streams behind. I mean, part of that is because I stream every day, and then some streams end up being more than one video. But like, you know, that's just it just plays catch up. That's just how it goes. Because you know, here we're playing like we could play like for 6 hours at a go. Whereas over there, you're getting, like, you know, maybe around 40 minutes. And doom-ba-doom. But, yeah, anyway. Actually, one thing I will do is I'm going to put the armor on for a minute just to let the EP gather up. Because apparently, yeah, the EP, apparently with the new changes, you gain EP in your armor way faster than when it builds up in your armor. For recovery-wise. So that's the thing. But yeah, there's no good. I can't do anything to get extra engraving, so my armor's just stuck the way it is. Alright, guess not much I can do about that. So the sword is pretty cool, but it's still nowhere near key level. Where's your armor? Don't worry, I was just storing away for safekeeping. We're all good. Actually, out of curiosity, sword is currently 50 damage. Blodonk. Yeah, it really isn't worth having the offhand, is it? It just doesn't do anything. It's not quite the same. I'm noticing the difference though with not having crushing on my sword. Crushing on the sword last time was so good. And I can't make, I can't even think about making one of the big swords. I considered making one just as having like a backup one. Making a second sword and blah blah. To hold my offhand and power up at the same time. Yeah, I couldn't make one because I don't have the long sword, thing. So yeah, I just have to rock and roll with this sword, I guess. Alright, well, there's not really a training I can do, is there? Aside from, I mean, my training would be just getting hammered by Hinata. I suppose that's one way to learn. God. I think I've got to do that, though. I might be better off making a portal there. I feel like I'm going to have to make a few trips there. Also, I'm going to go to the Spirit Realm real quick. Let's see if we can get anything nice. Don't know if we can get anything that could actually help us. I don't think there's anything that's helping us now, but, you know. I'll pop over. Either way, I was wanting to try and have a crack at that without raising to divine level, preferably. Because, you know, that's how we beat her before. And I feel like we'd have a much greater chance of beating her in that form. So, it'd be nice if we could beat her, you know, not having to rise to the absolute max. You get more damage with Magic Aura. I've never seen the difference with Magic Aura. I suppose I need to use the dummy and test it. But I feel like Magic Aura didn't really do anything when I was using it. Then again, that actually could have been the case. The mod, you know, Sometimes stuff doesn't perform quite as you think it would. Apparently a whole bunch of that stuff got fixed though. A new version came out, which I haven't updated the server to yet, but we're going to be moving over to the roguelike plan. Inmo has the data pack prepared. Oh, hi, I got a medium light spirit. But yeah, Inmo's got the data pack prepared. So after that, it's just a case of moving over mods and putting the data pack in, and we should be good to go. I believe. But the thing in the bottom left corner, mobile. Points get accumulated to go certain things. You're talking about the points thing. The points thing, I think mostly in this show right now, it's mostly just you can highlight your message with it, which, if I'm looking over at chat, I'm more likely to spot it than, you know, the non-highlighted ones. Nothing else. So there's that. If I can occasionally think of things I want to put on there, then there's that. Well, we shall see. God damn it, Inmo, I hate you so much. Inmo has my Discord more active. Because he started this whole server thing on my Discord. Which means I'm the one now getting random messages popping about. It's not something that has anything to do with me. I'm not managing anything. I just constantly have the thing popping up. Alright, anyway. Magic aura. Out of curiosity. What are the odds that using Roaring Lion Punch would be a good move against Hinata? Like, what if we did use Roaring Lion Punch, though? Well, so we can't use it with this, but what if we did use it with this? What if we used Roaring Lion Punch? Like... Obviously, we have to turn on our Demon Lord Taki. And everything. Turn the cult on first. Does the cult work with Roaring Lion Punch? I don't know. I guess I'd have to go there and find out. Certainly, I thought. To be fair, there's not that great a difference between using my sword and not using my sword. Also, that thing is there. I'm currently just ignoring it. I'm going to try and do this without it first. Then we'll evolve later. Just to see if we can. I don't think we can. But we're going to try anyway. But yeah. Okay, wait. Magic Aura. I never used it last time. I don't see a point. Also, to check this out. So it currently does 215. Turn on this. Okay. Plus 50. That's decent-ish. Okay, okay. Ooga Berserk. I need to save that. I can't go using that yet. Gotta keep a hold of that for later. Also, get at things. Just make sure perhaps. Fly loop. Wait, what? Okay, the sword thing's still on. The sword thing stays on for like a minute. Oh, it's all a terrible idea. Okay, let's throw ourselves at that again, see what happens. Out of curiosity, for my, I still have physical attack resistance. I need to build that up as well. I could build that one up so much easier, because I could just take my armor off. Where's Ogre Sword? What? That just Aura Sword? That is just Aura Sword. Oh! It's tricky, I don't have enough space for everything. Alright, hold on. Ogre Sword Guillotine. Okay, that does have a bit of a difference. I will give you that one. Aura Swords. Yeah, I think I boost my other damage as well. Not as much as the Roaring Lion Punch. Out of curiosity. Yeah, so that doesn't change. That still does the same no matter what. But we can stack Aura Sword with Ogre Sword Guillotine, which is pretty cool. Then probably throw Ogre Berserk on top of that. And then, I don't know from there. Don't really have an answer from there. From that point on, it's just anyone's guess and how things are going to go for us. All I know is the explosions are pointless. They ain't going to do crap. And even then, this is all relying on the idea that I can hit Hinata before she wipes out all my spirit energy. Which, yeah, that won't happen. Okay, out of curiosity, could I build up my physical resistance a tad before I go and do this? In theory, we could, because there's a whole bunch of mobs that do a whole bunch of damage to us nowadays. I think. Yeah, most enemies can do that. I have 1,000 HP, I can totally do this. Then I can use Invigorate and get my energy back. So it should be fine. To handling a sword would probably help. Not by much. It increases the damage by 1. Like, using the sword two-handed increases damage from 50 to 51. It's not all that impactful, as it turns out. So, for the most part, I've just not really cared. That was a low my still. No, it was literally me just 5 minutes ago testing it. 51 to 50. Like, if you're grinding it, turn off the barrier. Yeah, that's a good point too. Barrier. Alright, go on. You don't do enough. Pathetic. Alright, there's a different mob. We need something a bit stronger. There's a Killer of Gaia mob when you need one. Bonk. Oh, you are useless. Where's all the big ones? Where's the big powerful things? That I assume give us physical attack resistance because they, hurt oh so much. Also, where is she? Spirit tree's over there. Oh, she's over there. Okay. Orosaur's tolerable. No, it ain't. At least it was in the previous version. If they made it tolerable, then that's new. I swear that wasn't last time we played this, was it not? No? I feel like we went over this before. It did not happen last time. You're not tolerable. What? Okay, I mean, yeah, leave that on then. There's no reason to ever turn that off. I've been told so many things are tolerable and they've not been at this point. Maybe I'm losing track. It's always been tolerable. Like, I've been lied to many times at this point. Or I've had people suggest things are tolerable, but I've thought they're telling facts. So much to keep up with at this point. Hey, you're kind of ignoring me. I don't know why. Okay, whose pet are you? Hit me. No. This isn't right. Okay, I don't know who you belong to, but you're gonna die for this. Picking someone owns you, apparently. You can feck off. You're not doing enough. Damn it. Someone tame Minotaurus is probably Aaron. Are you invisible? No, I'm currently not. Got hockey on, but I ain't invisible. People said Ogresaur Guillotine was tolerable and it wasn't. That's probably where I'm getting my confusion from then. I've been fed a lot of dodgy information, which has left me with a bit of a skewed, thought on certain subjects. Damn it, we need a strong enemy to hit us. Like, to build up my physical attack resistance, but I can't hit half these people without killing them. I'm too strong. You can go away. What am I meant to do here? Someone hit me? No. But my regular fist kills everything. If I put the thing on. Cloak, maybe I don't have the cloak on. Literally, I don't have it on. I took it off. The only thing I have on is literally none of the relics. To make it clear, we have none of the relics on currently. I took them all off because they were lagging when the relic experience dropped. Take off fire. That would make the most sense, wouldn't it? Or we just find a really strong enemy and they just do the job. Apparently finding a really strong enemy that, actually fights is difficult. Anything else here. Right, we're not going to go quite that far. And we're going to go a wee bit back now. I'd rather not, fight him out right this second. Who is that? That's the fan thing. You can go. Okay, there's definitely stuff fighting over there. August said he just gets permanent on-off when used instead of toggleable. Does it? That theory it should be on right now then. Where's my thing? Yeah, there it is. Go away. 167. 1065. Nope, it's turned off. I clicked it again, it didn't go out, it didn't go back off again. Yeah, that ain't turning back off. That's just staying on in it for a minute and it's turning off again. Like, you ain't toggling this on enough. It's doing what it wants. At the very least, we don't need to worry about our sort anymore. So that saves a slot for us, so we can put something else in there. Well, then I'm going to do more than 10 damage. In theory, but also I would kill it. Got no other buffs here, do I? Heavy slash is pointless. Formation that's pointless. I don't even have all the things actually. Could take auto slash, but like, doesn't do enough. So much weaker. Yeah, it's only doing that. It's a fraction of what the old version used to do for me. Ugh. So pointless. Not good enough. Ta-dum. Hey, out of curiosity, how much do you do if you decide to have a real go at me? Apparently nothing. Why? What are you damaging? Like, seriously, what are you damaging? Because it ain't me. I have a resistance to you. I have a pain resistance. You just cause pain? Is that it? Just a pain creature? Could be that. Oh, there's a creature with 300 HP. Hey. Okay. 1, doing enough. 2, I just realized I have my regeneration on, so that's why I'm not losing stuff. Am I gaining the resistance I am after? I am. Okay, this is working. You can back off. Hold on. There's obviously a better method for this. Let's go getting trapped with the person. Right, anyway, yeah, I think what I can do for this is I actually just turn off my regeneration right now, because honestly, it's just draining all my energy. My mana drains so quickly, and it's not healing that much, it's healing such a small amount. It's healing such a small amount, but it's costing me so much mana to get back. Oh, it's absurd. Ta-da. How do you not get burnt out or uploading videos every day? You record them in advance, sometimes. If I do streams like this, I can edit them down and blah blah blah. It doesn't change if I'm still going to do all the hours of editing. Before that, I was just doing edits every day, and I don't know, it's just my job, so I just do it. Blah doop. Also, because normally I like playing games, so, empty region, I turned it off. And it's fine, because I'm going to do this. Invigorate. That's way more efficient. Right, I've gotten all I can get out of you then. Thank you for your service, bonk. Da-doop. Alright, that handles that part. Not that that's the part I was struggling with. What I'm struggling with is that the other thing that I have, you know, the whole other aspects of this. I don't have any answer to the aura, not the aura. The spirit damage they do. Because there's no enemies that do spirit damage that I can train with. Guess I could just go against an art and see how it goes. At least my physical attack resistance is now up, so I shouldn't take as much. Sure, whatever, alright? Let's put on aura things and see how it goes. I imagine poorly, but you know. Give it a try. I'm gonna fly to avoid things. Like, yeah, if we turn on all our modes really quick. All the few handful of modes we have. Barrier. Ogre Sword Guillotine. Ogre Berserk. Hockey. I can't tell if my hockey's on or off. Fecking mana sense. Is it on or off? It's now on. Okay, so people are saying this stays forever as well. It doesn't. It's got its own plan. Alright, I'll keep Invigorate on, but I don't feel like Invigorate is going to help. I hate mana sense. I wish it would just highlight the outside of my body. Why does it have to highlight my entire body? Such a pain. Anyway, alright. Hello, Hanata. I'm back. Yeah, there you are. I thought so. Now we just strike and hope my thing's turned off again. Cool. Turn your regen on. It doesn't matter. She's not attacking my health. It doesn't matter. Invigorate would actually hurt you. Would it? not how. It would deactivate your buffs. You're not wrong. It's a fair point. Yeah, Demon Lord Hockey. It is on. It's just doing no damage. Well, feck. Oh, crap. What do I do about this? Not really much I can do about it. Just have to deal with it. Take it off. 102, yeah, isn't it? 60 shot you. Correct. Basically, I have 3,000 spirit, and she does 1,000 spirit damage every time she hits me. So I get 3 shot. Or she has more over 1,000. Either way, she destroys my spirit. Now, every time she does that, though, I get a little bit of experience in my spirit attack resistance. The only problem is, I had a crap load. Did not have his barrier active? It doesn't matter. She attacks the spirit. I have a barrier active. She ignores it. And now I ignores things. Like, it doesn't matter if I have all my stuff turned on. She ignores half the junk I have. I just dare not turn on, I dare not leave it off. In case by some thing it makes it even worse for me. But no, my barrier was turned on. Everything was turned on. The problem is she attacks the spirit. I have nothing to block that. Well, she did a lot of spiritual HP when he was divine level. I nearly killed him then. Yeah, the only point it stopped, she stopped doing divine damage when we had the spiritual attack resistance. At that point, she started attacking our physical health in a different way. So, yeah, you know. Test training spirit resistance via body double body switch. To become the double. Use dark binding before swapping to double. That might work. If I have that technique. Which... Oh, it's called shadow binding. I'm looking at the wrong place. Yeah, I've got it. Yeah, I've got dark spirit. Shadow binding. Alright, hold on. There's any point in having the barrier on. I don't think it does anything. Okay, yeah, we'll swap out barrier for a moment. Let's try this. Body double. I have not learned body double. Okay, let's learn body double real quick. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if this could be a training method. Dum-ba-dum. Actually, I'm probably going to have to put both on the same category, aren't I? So I can, like, switch between the two really quick. Blah. Oh, it's going to take a minute. Okay. That's what you need allies for. This is what allies are for. This is what we need our allies for, so we can train back and forth. Alas, Demon's gone missing today, and the rest don't really care about playing in this world because they blitz through it so quickly. So they're wanting to just go and move on to the next thing. Even though half of them still haven't even fought enough. Train yourself a body double, absolutely fucking genius. If it works, yes. We need to see how this works, because the body double, for obvious reasons, won't attack me. So, I need... Effectively, what's being suggested is I cast the shadow binding ability on my double, then switch into my double's place. That way it should then be attacking me. And if it does do that, then in theory it would train it. Only problem is it might take an ungodly amount of time. Like, this could be a method, and it might end up being a method I use in the roguelike. If it comes to that. May not be a way I managed to do it. Take over. Okay, so you're saying become the clone, then switch from the clone back to me the moment I'm doing the thing. Yeah, okay. I think I understand. I also think I should empty out my inventory before doing this, in case my game decides to freak out again. Because I remember that one time where a bunch of my stuff disappeared for a moment. And I got scared. I don't have any inventory space. That's fine. I'm just gonna blump. Put down a random chest here and just throw all this junk in here. Lovely. Take you as well. Ba-doop. Let the clone do it. You let the clone do it to your body. Yeah, but I need to switch into my clone first. Ender chest. Not a lot of space in there. But yeah, basically, go into my clone, as the clone, shadow bind the original body, then switch back into the original body. Is what's being suggested, I believe. We'll see how efficient this can go, and if it works. Would that work for spiritual HP? Isn't spiritual HP taken with you? That's why we switch back. Don't use body double in a clone. I'm not using body double in a clone. I'm switching between myself and my clone. I'm only making one body double. So that's quite a bit there from Hinata. I guess like 30,000. Yeah, it's not absurd. Yeah, I figure out to get cold resistance. I mean, if no attack ever hits you with it, then it doesn't really matter. That's the one plus side. If you're never getting resistance in it, then nothing's ever hitting you with it. In theory. But I do. Best guess, go into a body double. Stand in the snow, since you will become cold that way. I already tried that. I already tried the whole snow thing, it didn't work. Yeah, sure, let's go to the tree really quick. Now learn this. Body double takes more damage. I didn't take any damage. That was the issue. I didn't take any damage from it. It just didn't do anything. I was just thinking since body doubles take more damage. Ideal world, maybe. But even then, I don't know if you can gain resistances while you're in the clone. You didn't use body double. I didn't use body double. I tried standing in the snow though. It didn't do any damage. Like I stood in there for a while. Right, body double has been acquired. Time to play this game again. Body double. Alright, there's our lad. Hockey on and everything. Kill, he's ready to go. And then from there we can go to control. Before that though, yeah, let's make the switch over. Shadow binding. Also, I need you to stay. Right. If we want control, we want to click buttonk. With that, we have switched places. There's the original me. From there, we're going to do it. Nope, that doesn't work. Unless that counted as me getting a whole bunch of training. I'll lose the EP if that counts a whole bunch. Not really, no. So it turns out if you attack your own body, you die. So that answers that question. If you were curious. Well, looks like my only option is to become a Demon Lord. Darn. Hoping it wouldn't come to this. Demon Lord it is. May have been too low health. It was regenerating from 0. What? My original body was at full health. What are you talking about? Even then, Spirit's a different thing altogether. Alright, we're gonna become a Demon Lord then. Bladonk. With that, we're now a Divine Fighter. So that became pain notification, physical attack notification, Divine Key release has been acquired, and we have awakened as a true Demon Lord. Nice. With that, our stats jump up to 10-fold. So now, rather than 3 hits, it'll take Hinata 30. For that, though. Divine Key on. Beautiful. Can't toggle you on. Can't toggle you on. Very unfortunate. Right, Divine Key. What do you do in this one? Divine Key using a kind of key. Okay, it's just a battle will thing. Gonna assume he went and didn't get a spirit, but reset, killed him. But I mean, it's not a lot we can really get at this point. Like, we're not trying to become a hero or anything, so doesn't really make a difference. Okay, out of curiosity, I evolved. Did anything for my ability to hit things? That was higher than before. Hold on. Bonk. Oh yeah, I'm way stronger. Oh, kill. That's before I turn on my other stuff. Da-do. I got a cloak on. I do. Okay. Ba-doop. Shadowbind Multi de Abadia, which is now way stronger, but it's not enough. Okay, with that we're now doing 500 odd per hit, or 400 odd per hit, plus 200 odd thing there. Okay. Space magic's always good. Not against an ad, ain't. She literally has a whole teleport blockage and da-da-da, like... Magic doesn't seem to work on her very well. Right, put airflight on there. What the feck are we putting on? Let's go back to Aura / now that we've evolved. Next thing 200, which is still way less than when we were a Divine Hero. But hey, it's something. Now, a slight issue is now I need to wait for everything to regenerate. I don't suppose me dying would just bring that all back, would it? Take off the glove. The glove does basically nothing. 374, 5... 373. The glove does so little. The glove's not the issue here. Like, that does 200, glove goes off. Does 202. As I said, I will keep the glove. We've done testing with this glove. It's never mattered. But anyway. God, I jump so high now. Then someone so could you need to get it via spawning or take it from someone. You have to glove. How do you evolve Sage to Great Sage? I have no idea. Given mine didn't evolve, not a clue. Alright, out of curiosity, if I were to die, would that give me back all my magicals and spirit lost? Do you need over 1,000 with lower cannon? Probably, but it takes so long to charge up. It's not an efficient move to try and use against Hana. Alright, my thought process right now is I go against Hana, I get killed by her, because of course I will. And then we can, you know, go from there. And see... Yeah, I've got the coke on. Yeah, then we can go from there and we'll be able to see if we get our health back. Da-do. You have a magic sword. Yes. It's not enough, but yes. God, his spirit comes back so slowly. What do you mean, no? My sword literally has magic weapon, holy weapon on it. It's a magic sword. Not the best sword it can be, but this is a magic sword. Ground Punch did the most damage before. How much does it do now? Well, we'll test out when we get back. The skill magic sword. Never held of it. Oh, hold on. Okay, so guillotine back on, cool. Get my berserk mode ready. Can't use invigorate, none of that matters. That's not gonna be an issue. And she's here. Hello, Hinata. Yep, kill. I'm about to die again. Yeah, that did no damage. Okay. Have I gone from doing some damage to her to doing no damage to her? Have I doing no damage against her still, even though I have the stuff turned on? I don't understand now. I don't understand. I did get my stats back though, so I'm happy about that at the very least. Even if I lost a little bit of energy. You didn't learn Magicora. That's what you mean. No, you meant Magicora. What does Magicora even do? I don't understand what it even does. I've never felt to actually do anything good for us. Well, it's supposed to change your magic type or something, but that's never helped us in any sense. Maybe this is another ability that I'm just skewed against because I've played a glitched version of it or something. I don't know. Let's you add a magic damage type to your sword. I already have 2 of those. And they all added to 0. I don't understand why this would help. I already have magic sword and holy sword. It's pointless. Magic aura makes physical attacks deal different elemental damage. I thought that's what my aura, my Haki aura, my Demon Lord Haki was meant to do. Like, I feel like I already have this buff that's being talked about. Like, spatial damage cannot be healed. It doesn't matter. Because if I'm doing 0 damage, there's nothing that needs to get healed. I still don't understand why that's the case. Why, oh, why? Is it like this? I don't understand. I feel like we should be doing more than this. But apparently not. Doesn't make any... Demon Lord aura downgrades resistances and notifications. Isn't that the whole point of doing the thing against Hinata? No one's going to convince me that magic aura is a better answer than your hockey cloak. Like, because I've beaten Hinata before. I don't use magic aura. I use hockey cloak. Although I didn't get sacred hockey this time around. You also didn't really hit her. I did. I absolutely did. It did 0 damage. It did nothing. That was the problem. Like, 1 time. Even if it was 1 time, it still did 0. Also, it was more than 1 time. But it was still 0. You can't start changing the parameters and still try to keep your original point. The second your point goes from you didn't hit her to you did hit her, you kinda lost your point. I'm doing 0 damage. I can't understand why. I put a bunch of modifiers on to the point where I'm not even doing... I don't think I'm doing as much damage as what I did in the last world, but even then, I was able to beat Hinata without anywhere near as much damage. It makes no sense. Can I just yeet your Aura Swords at her again and see if that works? Because it might. Maybe I can take 30 hits off her now. Which, honestly, is just 30 more hits that I can use to, you know, master fecking... Where is it? Spatial attack nullification. No, spiritual attack nullification. Which is going up, because I've got more aura now. Or more things. Why am I learning this ability? I don't know. Alright, let's test the Roaring Lion Punch. It does 650. So it's got by 150, which is an increase. Certainly an increase. You were a hero last time. Heroes have a skill that negates dodging. That was unpredictability, wasn't it? What's the point in being a demon lord then? What's the benefit of being a demon lord here? It does feel like a demon lord doesn't get anywhere near as much as the hero then. That might just be the case. I told you hero is far better. Yeah, I understood that from a multiplication sense. I didn't understand that the fact that it literally hero gave you a skill that let you hit Hinata. Whereas Demon Lords apparently were effect against her. You can dodge counters other ways, I think. I need to know what those ways are then, because otherwise we're in trouble here. I'm gonna eat your swords at her and see what happens. I will learn this skill, because people keep going on about it. Unit skill. That's no help, I can't acquire that. Demon Lords are supposed to lose to heroes. Heroes are maybe the thing that can counter Demon Lords. They're not supposed to lose. Like, power is whatever power. What? You do not meet the conditions to use... Now I can switch it. Okay. You have massive usage of thingy. Alright, so we turn on space. That's another damage type onto this skill. An extra 50. It'll all get changed to 0, but anyway. Okay, so that's on. Roaring Lion Punch is useless, because I'm never going to use that mid-battle. Methinks. The feck is this? I have infinite regeneration. Since when? It doesn't matter, I never use it, but still. If anything... Yeah, my stuff's already turned on. You got it for evolving. Ah, makes sense. Okay, I don't think I've got any other skill that's particularly going to make much of a difference for me. So let's just throw my barrier back on. For funsies. Okay, so yeah, Demon Lord Hockey, we can turn the cloak on. Which one's on and which one's off? I have a bunch of different things on. I don't know which is which. Olga Sword Guillotine. Aura Slash. Aura Slash does 300 now. Okay, Aura Slash got stronger when I powered my other thing. That's cool to know. Alright, feck it. I'm gonna go back over. Worst case, I will die again. And I will gain more spiritual attack resistance. We'll see how it goes. Continue, I found a core. Oh, my brother already told me as soon as he got away from stream. Here, already see it. To confirm, though, did the structure spawn a regular Minecraft biome? Or did it spawn in one of the biomes with plenty biomes? Does anyone notice? Oh, alright, hold on. I don't know if I've turned you on or off. Okay, I just said you became close to mastering. That means I must turn it on. Okay, that's not on. Barriers on. Ogre Sword Guillotine. Alright, Ogre Slash is on. Right, cool, let's go. And we're done. Which means Sonata is nearby. Cool. Herder. This is not an ideal biome to fight in, by the way. This is not an ideal placement to fight against Hinata. Like, really could do with a biome that's a bit more flat and regular. Oh, that works again. Why? Aura's always the answer. Aura's just always the answer. Okay, now it's barely tickling her, but still, like, for a moment there, it was doing great things. Never mind, it's doing great things again. See, that's what I was doing wrong. Clearly, I was just meant to use Aura Sword, the Aura Slash this entire time. It is her one weakness. It's the only thing that ever hurts her. I don't understand why. Because I tested the bloody thing, it does 300 damage, and my sword does way more than that. But you saw how that crippled her health. She has no resistance against that. I got Moonlight as well, but of course no feckers on the server to see it. Barrier Piercing, Severance, Holy Cock. I think I melt down here. Of course I got this the one time everyone's not here. That's so unfortunate. Why? Game. Why do you do this to me? I hate the fact that I was trying to think of like ways I could fight her properly, only for it to end up being the answer of, hey, just use Aura Slash. That just works. Oh, hey, it's a Minotaur. Yo. You actually did a decent bit of damage to my thing there. Not enough. I got a Minotaur's hammer. I can't throw it, so what's the point? I might just bypass dodge. She can't see it, so she can't dodge it. I feel like it's a bug. I feel like it's not meant to operate that way. I feel like it's definitely not meant to operate that way. But here we are, having it operate that way, apparently. That's something they didn't know about Hinata. This is how I beat her last time. Really easily. Barely an inconvenience. That Hydra over there. Freaking is. Well, it's a Hydra den anyway. Like, the Hydra himself might already been gone. He might already be dead. Which would make sense. I don't believe all this. Well, we did it. Although, honestly speaking, looking at my spirit, yeah, I still wouldn't have managed it without... I'm trying to think if there's any feasible way I could have done it without evolving, but unfortunately, for evolving, my Aura Blade did 100 damage. Evolving moved it to 200, then Mastering Divine Key moved it to 300. So, you know, quite a significant boost. But then again, the fecking thing was doing that much damage against an eye. It might still have fecking just worked. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. If they fix that, it's going to make it very hard. Is that not the point? Because, like, I'm going to be honest, if they don't change that, that is really easy to beat her that way. I've done it, like, 4 times now. Ugh. Anyway, with that, we defeated her. I had to go into Divine Fighter for it. Maybe. I don't know, if I'd been a bit clever with the whole aura slashing, maybe I could have done it without evolving. If I had to dodge a lot of those, it'd probably be impossible. Probably be impossible unless I had an ability to let me dodge. But I'm not Arcanist, I don't have that ability. So it didn't matter. Well, anyway. Yeah, that was a whole lot of prep work for an easy dub. Didn't even get my spiritual attack resistance powered up. How much did it got by? I lost a couple of thousand there, like. God, it's so much easier when we had people to work with. Spiritual attack resistance, not by a bit. Not by like a chunk. God. I even did it with the limiting glove on. Gotcha. Demon Lord with a holy sword. I can't help it. I just keep ending up with holy swords. And even a decision on my part just keeps happening. No control over it. Just keeps occurring for some reason. Well, anyway. With that, technically speaking, hey, we beat the final boss. We beat this run, quote unquote. Awesome. So, yeah, the others are pretty much already left with the plan of moving on to the next thing. So, Inmo's got the stuff ready for it. So, plan is we're going to move on to the quote-unquote roguelike. With essentially the plan being... Go away, Enderman. Essentially the plan being, you play, when you die, everything resets. Keep inventory isn't on, so you have to go back and get your drops, but I believe that you're still going to be able to try and get your drops. If you can reclaim the stuff. So, essentially, it's going to be a lot harder. Because, you know, we died a lot in this. And a bunch of the reason why we stopped dying is because we started accumulating power. So, that should be fun. Inmo's made a data pack to make it so that it'll be automated, so it's the commands for it. So as soon as we die, we should just automatically get hit with the screen to randomize your thing. Or it will just auto-randomize your thing. I don't know how much Inmo's done for it at this stage. But yeah, either way, should be good fun. Put some mods in, take some more mods out, change some configs around, hopefully make things a bit harder. We'll see. Should be fun. But, roguelite next stream. That's the hope. I believe, like, I'll probably try and set up for tomorrow. Like, brother got to beat Charwiewie. I beat Hinata. Everyone's happy. Dum-ba-dum. And they'll annoy people if they prestige and die. Okay, so the prestige thing was another part that I don't know how that one's going to work. I know, obviously, this idea of you get 2 unique skills at a point. I don't know if you get to keep them when you die. Or what happens at that stage. Like, it might be a case of once you prestige, if you die, you'll reroll 2 random unique skills. I'm not entirely sure. That said, though, when Inmo was preparing everything, Inmo had the wrong idea. Because Inmo doesn't think things through when he starts making plans. And this is why I don't like letting Inmo just make plans without hearing the plan first. Because it kind of goes along with the wrong idea. Inmo seemed to think that the main theme of this series was going to be prestiging. So he was like, hey, so if we start with no unique skills, you know, you can just prestige, you know, collect skills and stuff. And Aaron was like, why would we do that? And Immo was like, well, if we're just taking our unique skill just so we can help gather EP at the start, then what's the point? And I had to point out to Immo, everything resets when we die. We'll never we'll never make it that far. He's like, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he completely forgotten that the whole point of this was going to be the whole resetting thing. When he started making his data pack, he forgot the main objective. So he's setting on the data pack now, so he can literally make it so we start with 0 uniques. But I'm like, no, start with 1. We need 1. Plus, the whole theme of this was going to be, hey, we're going to rotate around unique skills as we die to make it interesting, because then we get to try all the different unique skills, because there's like 50 in this mod. And a bunch of them are really cool, and I haven't got to try. I've tried like 4 or something. It'd be really cool to try a bunch of other ones. And doom-ba-doom. And just to see how well we can do before we end up dying in a world that's, you know, absurdly hostile and powerful and dumping them. One death means, you know, starting again. It also means PvP is gonna be a whole thing. For a bunch of different reasons. I assume the prestige stack and maybe carry over in death. That's what I would assume, because otherwise there's not really much point doing it. Unless you just fancy doing it. That said, though, if anyone makes the prestige goal, they have to beat Hinata to prestige, then, yeah, there's a fair shot no one's prestiging. And with the point to do prestige, it doesn't really matter, because at that point they've already beaten everything. So, I don't know. Originally it was going to be where you become true Demon Lord hero, and you get to divine level. Which honestly probably isn't even that hard, because when you go like Demon Lord and blah blah blah, it boosts you up to divine level. And getting name can let you bypass certain things of it. So, I don't know. We'll see. I think the bigger challenge of it is going to be the fact that we're setting game rules on, so we're not allowed to like fly and things. Like, not TP, no flying, no keep inventory and junk, so that should make it a bit harder. The flying one in particular, flying makes this ridiculously easy. The reason why I'm not being spawned by mobs right now is because I flew up here. I could kill all these mobs quite easily, but it would be annoying, getting constantly jumped. So there's that. Lightning, I'll just say, start with keeping Sage. Would be good to get a hold of the Sage. Remember to change resistance in server config so that it doesn't require you to deal 50% of their HP in one hit to even hurt them. Why is it built that way? That's an odd way to do resistances. Like, resistance you'd assume would be, 50% resistance would be, you'd assume, I think does 100 damage to you, instead you take 50. Instead, from what you're describing, apparently the way it goes is, I have 5,000 HP, if they don't do 2,500 damage minimum, I take no damage. That's a pretty strong resistance. Because ultimate skills get added, and Spirit Lords, it'll be easy to go over 50%. But it ain't easy right now. And we live in the here and now. Like, why don't you just change the resistance thing to be more, make a better resistance thing later? Isn't that what immunities are for? Because of ultimate skills. We don't have those. We don't have any of that stuff. Are you putting a combat system in place that you can get very easily at a point in the mod when we don't have those big, powerful things that would overcome it? That's absurd. Makes PvP incredibly imbalanced right now. This would just add a work in progress wiki. Lots of skill descriptions and requirements that would be helpful for uniques. You don't understand. I mean, yeah, they had a wiki in last time, because pretty much you needed it if you want to understand the mod. Probably change it to 50 and 25%. Possibly. The devs don't care. Do they not play their mod? Maybe they don't. I don't know. It just seems crazy. Designing resistances for specifically just ultimate skills. Like, why is it built for just the top end? Why is it not built for... Because you can get resistances quite easy. Like, why is it not built with the lower end of the game in mind? Why is it as soon as I gain resistances, I can block greater spirit magic without any issue? It does reduce the damage by 50% after you deal enough damage to take half their HP in one hit. That's absurd. Ugh. At least there's a config to alert, if nothing else. Try and balance it. Leave up to the server owns to balance. Still crazy when, you know, it's a bunch of stuff for the server owners to try and figure out if they don't know all this information. A server owner who doesn't know any of this information, like, you know, myself, is just gonna be scratching their head like, why are things doing no damage when someone gains resistance? Resistance, which is really easy to get, is absurd. And pretty much it makes, you know, everything up to greater magic completely useless. Because once someone gets, like, you know, 1,000 HP, you can't hurt them, apparently. Even if they're naked. Just sounds crazy when I think about it like that. But that's literally what happened to me. It made more sense if having an ultimate skill triggered to change in resistance or calculators. Perhaps. To be fair, I think they're heavily working on it. I guess maybe if it is coming out soon, that'll be a thing. Or no, I don't know how much stuff they've done. Because obviously all the updates so far have just been the bug fixes and, you know, balance changes and things. Since Monkey haven't actually had anything new, but, you know, obviously they're working on stuff and they're going to do a bunch of stuff in one go. Rather than, like, you know, sprinkling in little things. Makes sense, there could be big gaps between the updates. That's their style, you know. That's how it goes. They made the config to change it for a reason. Sure. But that doesn't explain the mechanic of it. Just because the config's in there doesn't mean it explains how the feck all the functions work. This is a complex mod. They made their, what is something called a resistance quite complex. Because if I heard a resistance, I just assume it deducts some damage. I wouldn't assume I need to hit over a threshold first. That's all. Configs are very basic. See, that right there means you don't look at configs very much. Because not all configs are very basic. Some configs can be quite complex to the average person. There's a lot of stuff going on in there. A lot of things you can change that can dramatically change stuff. Also, it depends how much the mod creator tells you. Because not all configs are the same. They can work under different systems for, you know, what numbers need to go where. Sometimes putting a higher number in means something will go lower. Sometimes it means it'll go higher. If the mod maker doesn't describe that, it can be quite challenging to figure out what's what. Luckily, this mod did actually say, like, lower number is better and blah, blah, blah. Which I'm glad they did. Because I have dealt with configs where they didn't describe what was required in the fucking section, and oh, it confused the heck out of me. That was me in the early days. I'm really glad they took the feedback of adding in information in the config on what they expect you to add in. Because they wanted certain words in the config. It was absurd. Bladoo. Well, anyway. Da-dun, da-dun. Mount Slash can one-shot Demon Lord Siege. But does nothing to ultimate skill user. Yeah, Slime's a crazy world. Oh, I remember reading the thing in the light novels about ultimate skills and essentially them being a complete game changer if someone has one. And then obviously as time goes by, that becomes less and less of a thing because the power scaling keeps going up. But yeah, no. So that's like 10% my server. That seems more than reasonable. That probably is more on the reasonable side. Shouldn't allow naming, so that way you can't be named for a boost to become a Demon Lord Prestige, then repeat. I'm gonna be honest, half of us don't allow ourselves to get named purely out of pride. Like, the only thing that's tempting me to get named is out of curiosity for an experiment. And that's normally only because the series is basically done, so I don't care at that point. Purely out of a pride standpoint, myself and Demon and that refuse to get named by people. So there's that. But I do. Magic's completely useless due to currently lacking an equivalent to the hockey. Magic seemed useless when I gained the resistance and it became 0 damage. And I couldn't use it on anything to really kill anything. It just seemed so, you know, underpowered. Compared to, like, aura and stuff. Like, if aura and stuff is so much more efficient, I've got to, you know, use my 3 slots here as efficiently as I can. Why would I not just use aura? Like, why would I bother using magic against Hanata when I can just aura slash her to death? If someone did get named, the named one would boost up higher than the namer. Oh yeah, probably. I'm assuming someone that gets named can't then name the person that named them. I assume that doesn't work. If Animal figures out the world data issues, he can make a separate takeaway thing. other rotor skills. So I hope that he does. I don't know what you mean. Nope, sure can't. Yeah, I didn't think you will do. Can't hurt me. I knew it was not a hurting thing. I never thought I never tried having someone that got named the person that named them. But I made the assumption it probably wouldn't work. But I can never be sure with these things until someone actually tries it. Hope they had an ultimate skill of that demon lord to make magic good. Blado. He means turn on unique droppings. Oh, I already did. We just don't see other worlds are spawn anywhere. Is the problem. I literally already turned that on. I think I made it like a 10% drop chance. The only problem is I've seen like 2 other worlders the entire time I've been playing. So, that didn't help. Although that's also a thing, when they updated the mods, they moved the config from the config folder to the world folder, and I didn't know about that change. So when we did this world, I updated the config folder one, not knowing about the world folder one, and it meant all the configs didn't do crap. So even though I thought I was increasing the spawn rate for the other worlders, I wasn't. Didn't do a thing, which would explain why they're not around. Instead, I just removed zombies and skeletons and stuff, which made some more things spawn. So by that sheer thing, we ended up with more other worlders during those sessions. But yeah. Now I know that's there. So for the roguelite world, I will be adjusting numbers. And I'm gonna try and set it so there's an increase in other worlders. Because other worlders are, you know, scary. They're one of the more dangerous mobs that can fly around. They have unique skills. They can do cool things. Picking Mark threw a piece of something at my head and killed me early on in the series. I think Mark's the one I see the most. He threw slime. That wouldn't surprise me. He literally picks up any droppy things and he just throws it. Guy's crazy. All about his unique drops. Should be permanent skill on the roguelite world. Nah. I mean, get all our world to shop a bunch. It'd just be a case if you get them, have fun, try not to die. Gives you extra reason not to want to die. You can do damage through resistance with greater spells if you have elemental domination and magic elemental transformation. Yeah, but not everyone gets elemental transformation. That like elemental domination people get, that didn't make a difference. Even with domination on, did nothing. Transformation, if you're not the species that gets it, then tough luck. Like, you don't get it. If you have a skill that lets you acquire it, then it's tough luck. Unless there is a way added so people can get that. Having that as a caveat to make magic useful just means, okay, it's useful for, like, 2 classes. And that's it. Blado. Temperance isn't low, it's rare. Blado. They went for damage resist. 20-30%. Blado. Look, at this point, I'd be happy if my spells just did any damage at all, so I feel like they're actually accomplishing something. I'd also like if I could use things like, you know, fire, well, not fire particularly, but, you know, the idea of being able to use, like, fire in that, and it not seem so grossly outweighed by, like, space, because space is just absurd. Swipe takes out, like, 600 of 1,000 HP in one swing. It's absolutely crazy. Bladoop. Well, next round we can always try to put it down. We're going to try testing magic and we'll see what the differences are. We'll see what's allowed. 20% when you will constantly die might be fair. Huh? Look at the 1% drop, so it's like a legendary drop, right? He's talking about unique skills from other worlders. Because, one, I don't think there's anything so we can keep those skills. Inmo hasn't got it set that way. Like, Emerald's having to make a data pack for this. I doubt you can set it so it specifically just lets us keep those skills, but then rerolls the other one. That'd be crazy. So, I don't know how common the other words are going to be. So, I don't know, like, making it 1% means that someone might just never get a skill. We got 1000 HP, got to do over 200 damage to deal damage. That seems Spanish. Given I don't know the specs of the spells, because, you know, I haven't actually test them in any realistic way, but I don't know what's good or bad at this current stage, unfortunately. My first time playing with them and actually trying magic, it didn't do very much, because it didn't do anything. So, yeah, we'll see. You guys are forgetting that at higher levels, some races get 7,000 HP, meaning that with 20%, you have to do at least 1,400 damage. Crazy when you put it in numbers like that. But yeah, that's divine level, obviously. But even if you go by divine, like, average divine seems to be around 5,000. At 20%, that means you'd have to do a magic spell that does at least 1,000 damage to order the damage to a divine person. With a resistance. That's assuming they don't have immunity on. If they have immunity on, you're doing feck all. Because isn't immunity also might have like some type of threshold? I feel like someone said that. I don't know if that one's true. That sounds crazy saying it that way. And that damage after going through? It does, but you have to reach over half their HP first anyway. Meaning at best you might do 1,200 damage, let's say. It takes off 1,000, then it takes off half, so you're left with 100. To a person with 5,000 HP. At that point, your spell might as well just tickled them. That HP raise has like 8k Divine Skeleton. Yeah, I mean, that's the highball. The average one doesn't seem to have that much. Given, you know, just looking at everyone's health from the few species we've seen get Divine. I think immune is immune unless there's a skill to bypass it. Is there a skill that lets magic bypass it? Or is that just not a thing? Like, obviously, there's a skill to let aura pass it, but I don't know if there's a skill to let magic pass it. I don't know. What there? Advancement mates. Apparently, I killed that creature for the first time. We'll go change stuff around. And I think we're also playing with hardcore races anyway, so it's gonna be madness no matter what. Switch race, and all of a sudden you find out you're blind, you end up as a slime. Just for you to die straight away again. Which, to be fair, the hardcore races wasn't so much my idea, it was other people's idea. Mostly hardcore races, I like the idea of until I hear about the slime number person. And I'm like, huh, yeah, no, that would absolutely suck playing as one of them. Like, I don't really see the fun aspect to that. Have you seen all the add-on mod races? No, because I don't really go looking at the add-ons. But I like the idea. The hardcore races thing sound good, but people were saying it was just giving them, it was basically giving people weaknesses to, like, certain elements and things. That all sounded cool. I found out more people couldn't breathe on land, though. So, really don't fancy playing as one of them. Oddly enough, there's a lot of things you want to do on land and not a lot of stuff going on in the water. Water ain't that interesting, to be honest.